get to the experience, get to the committee findings as a consensus experience. The nominee had vast experience in his chosen career, as he has held various positions in the public sector, especially EFCC and NFIU. Such positions held include Head, International Affairs, External Cooperation in the EFCC from 2011 to 2017. He was also the Head, Strategic Partnership and International Affairs in the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit from 2006 to 2011. He was also in charge of Financial Intelligence Transaction and Analyst and Bank Compliance Examiner at the NFIU from 2005 to 2006. He also, the nominee was of the personal assistant to the Principal Secretary to the Adam when he worked in the Deputy Governor's office. Observation. The nominee gave in-depth response to the questions asked by the committee members and of the value he will add to the policy formulation and operations of the NFIU as a new agency. The committee is satisfied that the nominee has the requisite experience, integrity, professional competence, and industry to discharge the function of the position to which he is nominated for. The committee also noted that there was no adverse security report against the nominee and a scrutiny of the documents submitted to the committee showed that the nominee possessed the necessary academic and administrative experience for the position. Recommendations. After thorough scrutiny of all relevant documents of the nominee and sequel to the performance of the nominee during the question and answer session, the committee is satisfied with the nominee's qualification, experience, and suitability. The committee therefore recommends that the Senate do confirm the appointment of Mr. Hamman Tukur Modibbo for appointment as Director, Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. We so recommend.
Senator.
It is commendable because the template that was used by the committee was in line with the extant laws and also the rules of the Senate. They were so thorough in this exercise. Now, Mr. President, since this nominee was able to answer all the questions put forward to him by the committee and has satisfied the qualifications and the experience needed for the job, and he did very well as reported by this committee, the Committee on Anti-Corruption. I therefore lend my voice that this report should be accepted so that an approval will be given for this gentleman to occupy this very, very important position. I therefore request that my colleagues will also give their give their approval to this report that was thoroughly and satisfactorily put together. Mr. President, I so submit.
Leader of the Senate. Oh, JSP.
Especially regarding the anti-corruption fight, I believe it makes sense for me to provide some level of advice to the nominee in the hope that he will be approved by the Senate. The NFIU is very critical in terms of reporting in the fight against corruption. But knowing that Nigeria is a highly political environment, we must also caution at this point that the nominee must remain neutral, he must remain professional. He has to understand that his days will start numbering from the day he's inaugurated into the office, and it will come to an end someday, and he will go into finally account to his creator, account to his conscience, and account to his children, his family, and those who know him. So he must be professional at all points. He must realize from the beginning that he owes the job to Nigerians and not to himself or any political party. It is important for him to realize that there must be an end to the job. And after that, what he has done with the job will be what matters. Again, he must not allow himself to be sucked in by any agency. And he must never allow himself to be influenced by anybody. And I believe that we can help that institution by providing adequately for them in terms of their financial requirements and other logistics. This, I believe, will help in keeping them neutral and independent. As long as they are neutral and independent, I'm sure they will help this country in a fight against corruption. So I believe that going forward, the Senate will critically look at the qualifications which the committee has presented to us and what has been ascribed to the candidate. And I believe that the candidate is heavily qualified, he has experience and exposure to do a good job. But he must realize at the end that the best judge of human conduct will remain his conscience and the verdict of history. I wish him well.
Leader of the Senate.
Thank you very much, Mr.
For appointment as Director of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Modibbo Hamman Tukur is hereby confirmed as the Director of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. Distinguished colleagues, let me on behalf of members of my distinguished colleagues congratulate Modibbo Hamman Tukur, who by this becomes the first Director of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the first of its kind in this country, which was due to efforts here in the Senate that we move for the independence of the financial intelligence, which will help and rate our country in the fight against corruption. So I thank you all that contributed in creating this unit, and today we now have somebody who has the directorship. And as said by some of our colleagues, the Deputy Senate President, this is a very important financial unit, intelligence unit, and he must ensure neutrality, professionalism, and ensure that he's also independent. And because whatever he does reflects on how the country is seen in its fight against corruption. We wish him all the best, and we hope that he does the work properly and makes us proud of what he's going to do there.